Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another lesson. This is going to be a quick Motb update. This is an Motb update. Big things are starting to happen. It's been, in the news lately. A lot of these banks are getting hit by what they call cyber attacks and ransomwares. And basically, people are getting locked out of their accounts, not being able to access their money. Banks are different banks and credit unions are shutting down certain services. And you can see, behind the scenes, these devils is behind all of this. They control all of these banks. These banks are all linked up. And these devils, these wicked elites, they know what's going on. It's no coincidence that in these recent days, these banks are starting to get hit by these cyber attacks. When you link it all up, they want to come out, as you should know, they're going to come out with the Motb, which is the mark of the beast, which is a major prophecy. And so all of the pieces are being moved around to bring this thing out. Now, I've done lessons before on how a lot of these banks are shutting down, not just from months ago, all the way up to now. Banks are still closing. You got banks all over the world, especially right here in Babylon the Great, aka America. Entire banks are shutting down. Now that should be a serious warning to the average person when the banks, which supposedly have all the money, just in recent years and recent months, shutting down whole banks. These banks are, whether it's Wells Fargo or whoever, these banks are being shut down. And that should be a major warning to your average person. But people don't see it. As long as they're able to do their regular day-to-day things, they don't see things are setting up for the Motb to come out and become mandatory, which it is the RFID CHIP, that device or that thing that they want to put in your hand or in your forehead. This is a very serious prophecy. And like I said, things are heating up. Things are moving, just like we see concerning war and rumors of wars. Things that are happening in this world concerning wars just continue to heat up. Everything is setting up for World War III. But you know that the Motb and Jacob's trouble, those two major prophecies, has to happen, and it's going to happen way before there will be World War III. So these things have to move. These bank situations, these banks closing down, these moves that they're making and setting up this CBDC system, this digital bank currency system. This all is linking up to where the Motb is about to be implemented. Now, like I said, in recent news, banks been getting hit by cyber attacks. I got some few articles I want to bring out and some video clips. It says right here, this is the latest one right here, Patelco, which is I got some articles and videos on it. That's a major credit union over there in California with over 500,000 people linked in that's been shut out of their services because of some kind of cyber attack. And then the next article, it says rising cyber threats pose serious concerns for financial stability. Now, recently, this keeps continuing to go up and up and up concerning these cyber attacks. Bloomberg, it says, involved bank and trust confirms its data was stolen by cyber attack. That was six days ago. Involved confirms ransom hack has challenges to grow fintech partner bank. Now, you know good and well, if you have a major banking institute, you should be on it concerning people being able to hack in and do all kinds of cyber attacks. This thing is orchestrated. It says Australia. And Australia is moving fast towards the Motb. It says Australia, major bank raises alarm bell on cyber attack. Cyber warfare claims entire community is at risk. See how this thing is setting up? So when they come out with that digital currency system and the Motb, they're gonna basically come out and be basically telling everybody on how much better it is, how much safer everything is for everybody. So you won't be concerned about these cyber attacks that's been happening. These things are not random. These things are of no coincidence. Everything is being set up by the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And these devils is moving to what the Lord wants. It say that so that prophecy, the prophecy of the Motb has to come out. And as you can see, you read on and on and on about these different cyber attacks that's been happening on these financial banks and institutions and things. So, yeah, these things are starting to ramp up and get more and more, just like these banks shutting down simultaneously. And just like the dollar's crashing, we've been seeing it over and over and over. These different the dollar is out of here. OK, the dollar is going to crash. You got the BRICS system or the BRICS system over there with Russia and China. A lot of different or more countries are starting to join. More and more countries are joining. So sooner or later, and I believe it's really, really soon, all of this thing is going to convert over to a full digital system around the world. And then the Motb is going to be made mandatory. Now, from there, let's get this first article. It says, this is from ABC Net in Australia. It says, major bank raises alarm bell on cyber warfare, claims entire community as at risk. See, that's how they do it. These devils, that's how they do everything they're trying to push. You know, just like the C9, they got to hit you with the risk and the warnings and the alerts and you know, basically getting your mind heightened to where when they come out with what they really want to do, you'll be with it. So first they got to come out with all of these different attacks and different things happening, and they get your mind at ease when they tell you, hey, we got this new system. It's going to be better than the old one. It says, in short, it says the NAB says the big four banks are under constant cyber attack, labeling it an astronomical warfare. It says overseas malicious actors in countries, it says, where it is difficult to be extradited are incentivized to target Australian banks. It ain't just now Australia. They're coordinating this thing. It says there are practical steps for financial services customers can take to limit their risk of being hurt by a cyber attack or scam. Australia's big four banks are under constant attack, says the National Australian Bank's executive for the Group of Investigations. Says every bank is being attacked all the time. And people don't know this. People, you just think everything is all normal and nothing's going on. These banks are being attacked. And this is just happening in recent year. The banks are closing and they're being attacked. And we know they got the digital bank currency system set up and ready to go. Now from there, this right here, this is Patelco. This is Patelco. This is a credit union, that major credit union. It says Patelco security incident could take days or a week to resolve. It says it could be days or even weeks before full service is restored, according to an update Dublin-based credit union Patelco provided to customers Monday night following a security incident. The credit union announced on Saturday that its systems were experiencing a serious security incident requiring many of its banking systems to be shut down. It says on Monday, Patelco confirmed that it had suffered a ransomware attack. The security incident was confirmed today by a ransomware attack, and on one of the top cyber forensic confirms continues to help us investigate to recover as soon as possible, Patelco said in an email to his customers. So, hey, people, I'm sure they panicking out there. You don't have access to your money, and you don't have access to your account. And like I said, they got over 500,000 different customers with an account at this bank, at this credit union. So let's get some videos real quick, and then I think I got one more article. I'll get that in a minute. Let's play this video.
Breaking emergency news. We are now seeing a shutdown of multiple different banks and credit unions inside the United States right now. And it's being reported that hundreds of thousands of people, over 500,000 people, are being locked out of their banking right now. They cannot make debit card transactions. They cannot make credit card transactions. They cannot access their bank accounts. They cannot access online banking. All these things are being shut down right now, and multiple different banks have been hit by major cyber attacks and cyber events. All right, so let's get into the details here really quick, guys. Please just hit it up for me down there. It helps to get these warnings out so people know what's going on, right? But this is what's happening right now in California. All right, a major credit union inside California has been shut down from a cyber attack, and over 500,000 people cannot access their funds or their money right now, right? So this is big. The credit union is called Patelco, right? Patelco Credit Union, and they have over 500,000 members, and people cannot access their bank account. Right now it says as of 7 a.m. its services were unavailable, including online banking, mobile apps, direct deposits, transfers, debit and credit card transactions. All these things are offline right now. And they're saying that they have been involved in a, quote, serious security incidents, and they have been forced to take their servers and their systems offline.
Yep.
All right, so this is big. This is coming potentially to a bank near you. All right, it's in California right now. It's fairly localized because it's a credit union there, but this could be a big bank next. All right, this could be one of the big ones next. Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. All right, any of these banks could be hit just like this. All right, and they're saying that, and they don't even want to disclose. They're saying that they are not disclosing full information right now because this attack is ongoing. They said they, quote, they were required to, quote, proactively shut down some of our day-to-day banking systems in order to contain and remediate the issue. Right, that's what a spokesperson said for this credit union. So this is big. And I was warning of this just last week when we had a hack on the Fed, all right, the Federal Reserve's information. They're saying over 30 terabytes of information was stolen, and they're saying that that information is going to be released if these demands are not met, okay? And then once this information is released or it's compromised, then they can get into back doors like this, okay? Because this is probably how this attack happened, is there was some kind of leak, there was some kind of backdoor, and they were able to get into the systems here for...
How convenient. Some kind of leak or backdoor. They can say that about anything. You know, just like the power grid and the different cell towers and the different systems that they got out here. They've been talking about Russia and China and other people potentially hacking the system for the last few years. See, when these things hit, that's where the blame going. It's going everywhere except where it need to be. So these devils, they got to do what they got to do. See, these things are all prophecy, and everything has to happen. It has to happen. The Lord said these prophecies would happen. That's why they have to happen. And he's going to use these devils to get this thing popping. Let's continue.
Their internal data transfers and their banking systems for everything, right? Everything's shut down right now. They had to take it all offline. This isn't just like the mobile banking apps not working on your phone. This is everything. You can't even go into the branch right now. Credit card, debit card, everything is offline, right? So this is why it's critical that you need to have cash, right? Because these things could happen, and we could see a big one too, right? We know that the Federal Reserve has been planning to bring in a central banking digital currency that will then track and trace all transactions digitally. It will all be tracked and traced. It's already like that now, but this is big breaking emergency.
So that's what it's all leading down back to, this digital system with the Motb. We see it coming. We clearly see it coming. It's coming fast. The Lord is moving things faster. Just like we see with the wars out there and rumors of wars, all of the pieces are being put together for the World War III. And we see the pieces being put together for the Motb. It's happening right before your eyes. And this cash, he's talking about have cash. Well, they going to get rid of that. Cash is going to be useless. People are going to be burning cash basically to stay warm. You'll be kicking it around in the street. It's going to be nothing. It's going all digital. And unless you take the Motb, you're going to be locked out of this man's system. This beast system is which they setting up. You either you down with it and you get the Motb and you're able to buy or sell, or you not down with it and you with the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because you don't want to be destroyed by taking his mark. Now, let's get this next video. This lady basically backs him up on this. It's a short video.
Hey guys, so I bank with Pinnacle, and there is a sign on the website right now saying due to some sort of federal situation, all the bank's deposits have been halted. Okay, I just lost money. I just deposited a check, and I was wondering because yesterday it said it was approved and everything was good to go. It should have been in there 9 o'clock this morning. It is not there. I looked on the website and it's saying that there's a federal reserve that has happened to several banks across the country. You guys, this is happening. I have been saying this for a while. Get ready. The movie is about to be over. Prepare yourselves, get water, get food, get ready to stay inside for a while so you can be safe. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.
Oh, it's finna be over. And we see the Lord is doing exactly what he said he would be doing in these last days. He's visiting this place and he's putting all the pieces in place for these last few prophecies to happen. See, this is the year, this is the hopeful year. Our elder apostle Tahar coined this year, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And everything is looking like that. Everything is lining up. Like I say, the Motb, these pieces are being pushed. These banks are shutting down. These banks are quote unquote getting hit by cyber attacks. See, and it's not just happening here, but all over the world. You got these BRICS, you got the BRICS nations hooking up. You see the dollar is worth nothing. It's crashing. It's going to be paper. That's what it is. This is going to be paper. It's not going to have any value, any use, especially with what they're setting up, because they don't want this. They don't want these paper dollars anymore. They want this new system, see, where you can be tracked and monitored. Now, let me get this real quick. This last article, it says, and this is talking about Patoco, Dublin-based credit union halts operations due to serious security incident. I'll read a little bit of it. It says, close to 500,000 customers, that's a lot of people, of the Dublin-based credit union are left unable to access their money due to a serious security incident on Sunday. Patoco Credit Union, which has locations all across the state, told customers that it had shut down some of our day-to-day banking systems due to the incident. We are writing to let you know on June the 29th we are experiencing a serious security incident. It is required for us to shut down some of our day-to-day banking systems so that we can remediate the issue and contain the impact, including online banking. Says our mobile app and call center. Mendes, Patelco's president and CEO, wrote in the emails to consumers. Currently, electronic transactions such as the transfers, including Zelle, direct deposit, bank inquiries, and payments are unavailable. So this thing is real. And when we see things like this happening, hey, this is just more and more signs we're getting closer and closer to the Motb coming out and being made mandatory. Like I said, this thing is the RFID hip. This technology to where you can basically, this is in your credit card. Your credit cards, you just tap to pay. Well, that's the thing they want to put inside you. They want to put that technology inside you. And it's like I said, this is biblical prophecy. You should know this. And this thing is you're going to have to make a decision. And Lord's will, we are not of the ones that accept or take this thing. You do not want to take the Motb no matter what. We're going to have faith, Lord willing. We're going to trust in the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, to get us through. Now from there, let's get some scriptures. Let's start out in the book of Habakkuk. This is the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. The vision is talking about the prophecies. All of the prophecies are for an appointed time. There's never been a prophecy to happen out of place or out of the sequence or set up to where the Lord has it. Everything has to fall in place exactly the way the Lord has it set up. And everything is going exactly the way the Lord has said. It's for an appointed time, but in the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And you get people out here in these different camps. They teaching the Motb is sin, sleeping with white women, a picture of Caesar Borgia, a picture of Jesus, embargo, all kind of madness, anything except what it is, which the Motb is the RFID hip. That's exactly what it is. And you get people playing out here teaching these false doctrines. They're going to have some explaining to do when this thing hits. See, a lot of their people are not going to understand what to do, how to act. But see, over here at Great Millstone and like-minded brothers, we're pushing the correct doctrine. They're telling you exactly what it is. So we'll all be ready. Lord willing, we'll all be prepared. And the Lord is preparing us. That's what this is all about. Getting prepared for this most major prophecy so that we'll be ready. So this thing is coming, man. These pieces are being put together. The Lord is lining this thing up perfectly. This is the book of Revelation. Let's get to prophecy. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it doesn't matter who you are. This devil want to get everybody. You could be rich, great, poor, small, free, bond. Doesn't matter what. Hey, this devil want everybody hipped up. Okay, that's the prophecy. That's what the Lord has put on these devils' mind to want to actually do. but they're only going to get the ones that are not protected or set up. See, the elect is not going to take this thing. See, that's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. We're hopeful that we are not of the ones to take this. It says to receive a mark, and that word mark is a charagma in the Greek. And that word goes exactly into what this thing is. It's physical. It's not spiritual. It's not sin. It is a sin if you do take it. Of course, it's a major sin because the Lord is going to destroy you himself. But the mark is not sin itself. The mark is a physical device. It's something that they want to put inside you. See, it says to receive. You got to receive it. A mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. See, this thing is something that they want to put in you. They already got the brain seat up with Elon Musk and other companies. They put this thing in your head, put these things in your body, and these things are linked in electronically to other things. See, it all ties together. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And this is talking about the ones who actually get in line to get C-hipped up, to take get that device, because they didn't have no faith. They feel like it's the only way. And then a lot of people, I'm sure initially just going to get it because they don't have a clue what it's all about. They're going to think it's cool. They're going to think it's something that just, hey, everybody's doing it. But they don't realize that this is the very thing that the Lord said, do not do. Do not take. See, you basically aligning yourself up with this beast system. And Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Esau, these are the ones that are ruling right now. These so-called white people, they running the world. They're ruling, especially with these banks. See? But Yahweh Shai is coming back. He's getting ready to come back to claim what's his. See, this is his earth. Everything, all the creation is been given to Yahweh Shai. See, under Yahweh. And he's coming back. And everything is going to go according to plan, according to the prophecies, to where he is going to war with these nations. They're going to be taken down. This thing is going to be over in 1 hour. And before this place is actually through, the elect is going to be getting beamed up out of here before the major destruction hit. Before that major thermonuclear destruction hit, the elect is going to be getting beamed up out of here into safety. And Lord will, we're of that number. So this thing is serious. This prophecy is serious. And this is going to go across the whole world. And we're going to keep pushing it, bringing it out, updating, checking the news, seeing what's going on. Because we in that time. These are those days. We are in that time. This thing is right there at the door. Now let's get what happens. Hey, the Lord said, don't take this thing. This is Revelation 14. Revelation 14 and verse 9. It says, and a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, see, it says the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation, his righteous anger. See, the Lord, and you ain't seen anger. You do not want to feel the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You do not want to be on the list of people who's going to be destroyed. See, this thing is serious. This is no game. All you camps out there pushing other things or not even saying anything about the Motb, you're not warning your congregation or your people. You're not saying anything. You're not teaching them what it is. Hey, woe to you. Woe to all that's not teaching the right doctrine, who's not even pushing it. People are getting set up for destruction. It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. What do you think that's talking about? That's talking about that thermonuclear destruction. And the scriptures say you're going to be tormented in that fire. See, the Lord don't have to make it quick. See, he's in full control of everything down here. You're going to be tormented in that fire. It ain't going to be no quick death. It says, and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the Lamb is Yahweh Shai. And we do not want to be one of the ones that took that thing. See, you on the wrong side. You will not be translated into the kingdom. You will not be beamed up into safety. You will not be on the chariots praising the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, watching this place burn. See, from a aerial view, this place is going to look like a lake of fire. That's where you get the words, the lake of fire in the book of Revelation. That's talking about all that fire and destruction from the thermonuclear missiles is going to be launched, and also from the lasers on the chariots. See, those lasers are able to shoot concentrated laser beams of fire. So this place is going to be on fire down here, specifically Babylon the Great. This place is completely done. This whole mass is going to be turned into a desert. After the destruction hits and the fire is out, it's going to be complete. It's going to be a big desert. As the scriptures say, no man will ever dwell in this land again. So you do not want to be on that side. The ones who actually took this thing, the ones who folded, the ones who were ignorant, the ones who didn't heed the word, the ones who were being taught a lie, the ones that fell for the okie doke, as they say, or didn't, whatever, however it happens. You do not want to be one of them people. You want to be one of the ones who's studied up, prayed up, believing in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, having faith that he's going to get you through. That's where you want to be. And you do not take this thing. Now from there, let's get this in. Let's close out here. Let's just close it out. Let's close it out with Revelation 3 and 10. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, meaning, hey, you believed in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. You believed in his word, his prophecies. See, you've been patient. You basically, you kept this word. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And the hour of temptation is talking about when the Motb is implemented. The hour of temptation is going to go across the whole world. But this Motb or this RFID CHIP, it's going to be made mandatory. They're going to be pushing it for everybody to get it. Hey, it's all about control. They want to be able to track you, monitor you, control what you can do, what you can't do. You won't be able to speak up against nothing. They just shut you down. They just shut you off. They shut you out of the system. So yeah, you'll be a fool to take this devil's mark, because this thing is not going to benefit you any way it go. Any way it go, whether if you take it, you feel like you eating, you buying, you selling, and all of that, you in for the worst that you can ever imagine. You in for the worst that you can ever imagine. You do not want to be one of the ones that failed the test during the hour of temptation of taking the CHIP. It says, which shall come upon all the world. It's going to go across the whole world. Even these countries in this BRIC system, they're going to be in it too. It's going to be all over the whole world. It says to try them that dwell upon the earth. This is a test. This is a major, major test. And Lord willing, we're of that number of the ones who do not take this thing. And like I said, we're just going to continue to bring this thing out. We're going to continue to bring out the updates of what's going on in the news and line it up with these prophecies. Like I say, the Motb is right there at the door. See, it's finna be implemented. These things have to line up with prophecy. One thing will not happen before another. This thing is close. They have everything in place. They got them all made up. They have their plans all set. And the pieces are being maneuvered So when you see these things about these cyber attacks and these banks and all these banks shutting down and these nations making these moves and this dollar is crashing faster and faster and faster, and this country, this place is in big time debt. It'll never be cleared up. The last I heard is like 30 trillion. So they already their mind is seared. They are done with this paper dollar system. They're ready to kick off their digital MOTB, RFID, CHIP system. That's what they intend to do. Hey, that's prophecy, and they can't not do it. So this thing is real. It's coming out. And hey, we're going to continue to bring it out to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And with that, I hope that you were edified. This has been an MOTB update. Things are starting to happen. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.